It's online Biz Talk today, and we have an incredible subject for you today. And we have my incredible business partner here, Amit, all the way from Surrey, BC, and I'm here in Barcelona, Spain. He's laughing because he knows I'm from there. I wouldn't have said that when I was in Barcelona, right? All the way from Surrey, BC, a couple hours away. Yeah, so this subject is pretty cool because it's something that we need to hear. It's something that we need to go over. It's something that a lot of my business partners need to hear. It's something that a lot of people who are following us need to hear. Our subject today is Amit. You want to take it away? What is our subject today?
Tips for becoming a great entrepreneur. So yeah, this is a great topic because at the same time, being an entrepreneur, it's easy to say you're an entrepreneur. And one person once said, "Are you a entrepreneur or an entrepreneur?" So a lot of people say they're an entrepreneur, but it's hard to actually. Are you sorry? Are you trying to get my attention?
Sorry, it's the kids screaming. So I'm like
Okay, no problem.
live.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a teenager bugging a little 8-year-old. But yeah, tips for a great entrepreneur, like this subject is something that um I Amit was joking that I know all this and I have it, but when he's reading it to me, I'm like, whoa, that's a good one. Whoa, that's a good one. Whoa, that's a good one, because he came up with all these ideas too. And but what I feel is you can learn how to become an entrepreneur, but really and truly, it's in you. A lot of these things is in us, but what I find is the world is making us. Those aren't my kids; those are neighbors' kids. There's two kids, there's my kids and the neighbors' kids. Okay, don't worry, baby. Don't worry. Okay, relax. It's okay. I know, Sky. I know. Mikey, just help her, okay? Sorry, guys. So yeah, the thing is all these tips and everything, the world is trying to make you feel like you can't do what we do, or it's taking you away from these answers that we're gonna go over that's already inside you. Because I can see that already. It's like we're all of these things already. We have this in us, but we don't know how to become it. So, Amit, I'll let you go first, and I'll let you take over a little bit and tell us a little bit about yourself. Introduce yourself and tell us how people can become successful as an entrepreneur. What are some tips?
Mhm. Yeah, awesome. Well, yeah, this is a great topic today. I've been in this business now for 5 years, and before starting this business, I worked my whole life pretty much in emergency services. Now I'm a full time firefighter. Prior to starting this, I didn't know even how to even start to be a business owner, what it was to be an entrepreneur, what it was going to take. We all hear the success stories of the Microsoft and the Facebook starters. You always hear about all of them, but you never know deep down inside what it takes. The long nights, the early mornings, the long days, lots of hours sitting at a chair on a computer, working on your stuff, socializing with other people, telling them about your business. So there's a lot of long hours that go. And one of the first topics that I want to talk about is to be a great entrepreneur. You never take no for an answer, because if you watch the documentary The Social Network about the Facebook, Tom Zuckerberg, you'll even see that so many people told him no when he was first starting his Facebook. It was called the Facebook at that time, and he was trying to look for investors, and people told him no, and people were like, okay, this is not going to start. And then same with Microsoft. So many people initially invested with Microsoft, and then they backed out right away. They said, oh, just pay me out. They got paid a few $1,000s, and now look where it is. Now look, they could have been billionaires, but they were at that time they thought they were millionaires, because back in that day thousands of dollars was a lot of money, but that doesn't go a long way now. And the thing you got to look forward to the most is for people to say no, because when people say no and you're an entrepreneur, you take that as flame, you take that as fire, and you just say, okay, watch me. You don't believe me now, but watch me. And 2-3 months down the road, someone just sees you again and they just see that you're finding success. You're like, what happened? Where, what happened? Like 2 months ago, you just started this. Now look at you. And it's just all those hours that you've been putting in, all those times that they text you and they say, hey, let's go out. There's a party. Hey, let's go out. Let's go to the beach. And you're like, no, sorry. Got to work on my business. That's when all that pays off. 5, 10, 15 months down the road, when you're in your house, you're established your dreams, you gained all the knowledge about things that you're striving for. You got to network with people alike you. So what I mean by that is the people that you're around is who you become. And it's very easy to get sidetracked. And if you hang out with, sometimes if you have friends that are not engaged in your business and they don't believe in it, and you just always go hang out with them, you're going to get sidetracked. But when you come here, and especially a business community like this, where you could easily make friends, like Georgia and I just met in this community. Now we talk daily, and Paulo, that's usually here. If you hang out with people that are the same as you and you're always business minded and business focused, it's easy to sit down and put in the work into your business. And that's what I love about this. So always don't take no for an answer, and always surround yourself with people alike. And then I'll do 3 and I'll go to you, Georgia, and then maybe you could come back to me afterwards and we kind of go back and forth. But then the last one I want to say is, for me, the biggest thing about becoming a great entrepreneur was time management. And as I said, my whole life working on emergency services. Before that, I worked in the restaurant industry. And I know in the restaurant industry and in a lot of other industries, you're always being told what to do. And as an entrepreneur, you have no boss. You're your own boss. And one thing that was hard for me, to be totally transparent and honest with you guys, was my time management, because I would come sit down on my computer, I would do some business, and then I'd be like, okay, what's next? Like, what do I do now? Right? Although we have a great training platform that puts us step by step by step, I was so used to, and the system pretty much made my mind work. Hey, so someone needs to tell you what to do next. And when I was just here and just sitting here and I worked through a bunch of stuff, and I was like, oh, that's enough for today. Let me just go play basketball. Let me just go out with my friends now. Let me go play soccer now, right? And through time, you just gain that experience as an entrepreneur, that hey, you gotta be your own boss. You gotta have your own checklist. Now I always have my book here, and I always have things written down and my priorities written down, and I check them off as I go, because I need to know exactly what I need to do every single day, be able to check those things off. Because these days, getting sidetracked is still so easy. People could just call you right away. Back in the day, it was hard for people to get a hold of you, but now someone calls you on your phone, boom, let's go. Hey, I'm just down the street. Let's go to a restaurant. Hey, I'm just down here. Let's go here. Especially now, it being summer, everyone wants to go outside. It's a beautiful day, but you got to have that discipline. You got to have that mindset to stay focused on your business and never give up on it, because it is your baby. It is the one that's going to establish you and let you live your dreams and be a successful entrepreneur. I'll just keep going. Or oh, Georgia, you're back. Okay, I'll pass it to you, and then you come back to me in a bit.
Yeah, I'm back. I just wanted to talk with my children because they're just being so loud for some reason right now. They were supposed to watch a movie and eat some popcorn, but they're not doing exactly that. So I love what you talked about. And the last one that you talked, what was the last heading of what you talked about?
Time management.
Time management. Okay. So time management, how you talked about it, like that was very difficult for me, Amit, because I have 5 kids. So the fact that you talk about that, it's extremely important to manage your time. It's extremely important to take out some time to work on your business, to fit this in your schedule, to also know what to say no to, right? You talked about how to, I got tea tree oil. I'm literally getting alive out here by the mosquitoes. So you talked about, surrounding yourself with good people. And that was super important, because if you surround yourself with good people, and that's motivational and that it wants to see you succeed, then guess what? You're going to succeed, and they're going to understand that you have a time schedule and that you need to put some time into your business. So I really like what you went over, and it kind of, gives a segue to each one that you were talking about. So yeah, definitely. So I guess I will go with I'll go with nurturing your long-term relationships. Did you talk about that? No, because that's something that me as a coach, I notice when my business partners and me have a really good relationship, they're very successful. And I talk about this all the time. It's not that, oh, I'm a know-it-all and I know everything and blah, 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 blah. But I've been in this business for almost 5 years and I know a good amount. That's going to make you successful. That's going to bring you to the top quicker. So if you hold my hand and you let me hold your hand a little bit, we will boom together. We will succeed together. Because if you could do it on your own, you can go through training on your own. Believe me, we all got the same training. And one of my business partners was talking about that. Like if you don't have a great coach or a great mentor in this business, doesn't matter, you'll still succeed. But I feel if you give a little time into your business and you work with me and we have that really good relationship, you're going to succeed. So, Amit could just be doing his own thing. Me as his coach, me as his mentor. He could just be doing his own thing, but we check in on each other. I'm like, how's your ads going? He doesn't want to bother me. I'm the one checking on him. How's your ads going? What are you doing? Are you getting leads? You got some buyers lately. Which ad is working for you? And the same thing what I do to all my business partners. It's very good to have a good relationship with your business partners, your networks, your customers, your clients. We don't network in this business. I find the relationships a lot is with my business partners, but same thing, people who are interested in the business, people who are interested in our products, I grow a relationship with them. I need their trust. Okay. I want their trust and I need their trust in order to buy a product, in order for someone to have faith, in order for someone to start this business, they need to trust me. Okay. There's a lot of scams out there. So I really like that, having a good relationship. So whoever's watching right now, having a good relationship with your clients, with your networks, with people who are interested in your business or who are interested in investing in it or whatever the case may be, whatever your situation is. We're talking about everything in general. In my case, I like to have a good nurturing relationship with my business partners to help them succeed above and beyond, honestly. And when I'm advertising, I like to make sure that I look legit, I answer people's questions, and we're pure transparent. Staying hungry and ambitious. Okay, that's something that's super important for me. So I know you talked about a few things, but the babies were driving me nuts so much. What was your first one that you talked about? What was the first subject?
Not taking no for an answer.
Okay, now I know what not to go with, because we have our little different keys that were going on. So this is one of the things that I really love, staying hungry and ambitious. I watched my family, my mother and father, become so wealthy. It was crazy. They had a lot of money. And then I watched them say, oh, we made money. Let's hang out. Let's go to the casino. Let's relax. Let's eat every night out. Let's not work on our business anymore. I watched this. And I watched them fail. I watched them become broke again and then hustle again and become wealthy again. So don't get comfortable. Stay hungry and ambitious. The moment you get comfortable is the moment you stop growing. Okay? Have multiple streams of income. Okay? Don't wait on one thing. Have multiple streams. And that's what I like about this. I was just looking through, I got a really good payday today. I got over 4K payday today, which is incredible. And then I was looking to see what I got from my other source of income in this business, because there's 3-4 sources of income. And I was like, oh, wow, I got money still in there. I didn't even know I had money there. So I like that there's different streams of income in this business. I like the fact that, um, you know, it just keeps evolving. It keeps growing. The commissions keep getting better. So you're not stuck, okay? But still, if I do stay, if I do stay in one place, I'm not gonna grow. All right, Amit, I'll let you take over. I'll be back, okay? I'm gonna settle these kids down.
Okay. Yeah, and I also want to touch on that staying hungry and staying ambitious, because as I talked about, all those other big billionaires that have become successful, Microsoft, Facebook, even Amazon now. Look how big Amazon is now. 10 years ago, Amazon was nothing. And if they kind of just gave up and they were just like, it's not going to work for us, we'll just let it go. Then they definitely would not have been where they are now. Just type into your Google search, open a tab, type into Google, where did Amazon start? And you'll see a little office that he was in, and he had a paper sign that said Amazon, and he was on his little computer. He was doing it all by himself. He knew that the internet was booming, and the internet was going to be the next big thing for this country, not even for this country, the world. And now Amazon is worldwide service. It's AWS, Amazon World Services. So just think about that. Think about anything is possible. I know it sounds very, very cliche, but anything is possible in this world. And the biggest thing, another one, and a big one for me is always trust your instinct. Always trust your gut. Your gut, for some reason, always kind of knows what's right. Although sometimes might not be thinking, and it might sound or wrong to you, or you're not understanding exactly what to say or what to do in that situation. But always trust your gut, because for me, although I didn't know anything about business, I jumped into this and my gut told me this was right, and I believed that it was the right time for me to join. I was young. I was hungry for growth in my life. I was hungry for more success, although I was finding a lot of success, and I was very, very, very happy working in emergency services. Another reason I wanted to do this was I saw that there's potential to help a lot of people out there. And helping people is something that I'm very, very passionate about. I want to be able to help people. I want to be able to help people change their lives, their living situations. Inflation's going up. Everything in this world is just getting more expensive, regardless of what country you live in. And I'm sure you could see that. And for me, living in Vancouver, Canada, one of the most expensive cities in the world, and just it's one of the most beautiful places in the world. And with that, it comes a price tag, being one of the most expensive places. So happy for this. And I've seen it in this community. I've seen a lot of people grow and change their living situations and get out of debts and be able to buy houses, not just in their city, but back home, buy houses for other people, pay off a lot of debt. And I know that's important for a lot of people to strive for. And most importantly, I just want people to be happy. Being happy is probably the most important thing to me. And when people strive for that, and just being able to spend time with their family, and just being able to relax and travel, and not just always think about the grind, the go, the 9 to 5, and only have Friday evening, Saturday, Sunday with their loved ones, and just be able to stay home and live the life that George is living, if that's what you're looking for. For me, I love my job. I'm not looking to quit anytime soon. But if you are looking to change your situation and relocate like Georgia did, completely move out, be able to spend the whole day with your family, then definitely do that. I just touched on trusting your gut instinct. And for me, I talked about how I didn't know anything about business when I joined this. I didn't even have social media.
Yeah.
I knew deep down inside this was right for me. So yeah, I jumped
Yeah.
in.
I love that. I love that. I was looking at Learn from the Best. That's a good one. He was bugging me backstage and he was like, Georgia, you know all these. But actually our leaders, and my coaches. Big thing with my coaches, big thing. They're the sweetest people you'll ever meet. I joke around, I call them mom and dad. And They see me struggle in my personal life, right? And with just certain people bullying me and stuff. And they stood up for me, and they reached out to me, and they made sure I was okay, and they supported me, and they made sure that my business was growing, and they had Zooms with me. Now these people are super successful, my coaches. They paid off their home, they paid off all their vehicles, they sold their trucking company, they purchased a big huge coach. I don't even know, it's like $120,000 coach. They go skidooing, they're always in Bali and traveling, and they're just so inspirational. And they took time out to help me and to comfort me and be there for me with the business, with just life, and just visit me and just say, we're always there for you, and check up on me. How's Spain going? You okay, girl? Same thing with the leaders that created this community, just checking on me, seeing how I'm doing, standing up for me, always saying, or always going to be there. The best thing that has came from your mentor is you, or just joking around about it. And these people are millionaires, and they're they're so humble. They're so humble. And the story of one of our most successful business partners is he was homeless. He was homeless because of the choices he made in his life. And he had to live on his own at a very young age. And he would look at the high rises in the city and say, one day I'm going to be there. One day I'm going to be there. And that's exactly where he is till today. They purchased a crazy high rise, right? And who knows how much it is? Maybe a $3-4 million high rise penthouse, in the city. What an incredible view! And they're just so successful. And to see that story, to learn from the best, and to see how transparent, how integrity based, how caring they are, how helpful they are. That's what makes me who I am. It's see, the thing is if you bring something to the table as an entrepreneur, you're going to succeed. If I'm learning from the best, and the best is teaching, we have something to give to you, Georgia. We have support, we have love, we have compassionate, we have transparency, we have great products, we have the system, the sales funnel, the training, everything. We have that, and we gave it to you. Now give it to the next person that needs help. This I could not, and I know that's why I'm successful. I know that's why my business partners are successful, because those are my best friends. Just like you said, surround yourself with those people. Those are my best friends, right? I look up to them. I don't even want to bother them. I don't want to bug them. I don't want to talk to them much because they're always so busy. But that's what made me boom, was to see their stories and see if they were homeless, if they went through what they went through, if they had these issues, if my coaches never spent time together, and they literally lost 11 years of their relationship because he was constantly in the trucking industry. He was working constantly, and she was in I think she was in financing. I'm not too sure, my coach. And they just, and she was in the corporate world, and they were just super busy and they didn't have time for each other. And then they boomed in this business. 11 months he sold into the business, he sold the trucking company. And similar things has happened to me. I paid off 30,000 worth of debt, about 13 months into the business, and I remember making my first like $21,000 month, and from there was history. And I'm here today, and many people don't understand how I'm taking such a long vacation, and the kids are exploring, and there's a lot of amazing things happening for my children. My little one is going into acrobats, and I want to get the twins into acrobats, but they're not sure. My little twin, she's like, oh, I want to go painting. Mikey's being accepted into an academy here for soccer, and Meadow is into everything. So I'm really grateful for the ability to do this, and to work from the beach, to work from Barcelona, to still get checks in the mail and get them direct deposited. My business, everything, I have everything in Canada still. So that's a little bit about my background. I have everything still in Canada, but I'm here and I'm still making an income. I could afford my lifestyle. I could afford being able to live here in Barcelona for now, and have a beautiful experience. I guess should I go over one more thing? Do you want to go over one more thing and then maybe I'll say something? You want to go over something?
Sure. Yeah. And I just want to just kind of wrap up my portion of this and just on this topics of tips on becoming a great entrepreneur is that, hey, end of the day, it all comes from inside. It's all things that you can learn. Biggest thing is that you need the drive, you need the motivation, and you need the hunger um, to keep going. But most importantly, is the thing that is going to drive you and that flame inside is going to be that willingness for change, right? There's a lot of people out there right now that are not happy with their current situations. A lot of people say, "Oh, you're working full time and you're doing the business. Why are you doing that? Just do the business." It's like, no, because I'm happy. I'm happy working full time, right? I love my job. I'm a firefighter. I love what I do. I'm not ready to step down from that, but also I'm very passionate about helping people. And I know there's a lot of people out there that are looking for change, that are looking for another opportunity, but are just scared of this and a lot of things online because they just see the stories of people getting scammed. Well, this isn't one of those businesses. We are legitimate. We are here every week. We have both been here 5 years, and we're still going to continue to be here for the next 5 years doing the same thing. And as we go on, you'll just keep seeing new people that are saying, "Hey, it's my first month here. Hey, it's my first month here." You'll just keep seeing new months, new faces as we grow and we grow and we grow. We have thousands of people doing this business worldwide. So wherever you're watching from, it is possible for you. Think about your kids, think about your ambitions, think about your family, think about most importantly yourself, where that gets left behind a lot of time. People forget oftentimes to think about themselves. That is the most important person in the world they should spend the most time caring about and thinking about. But sometimes we forget that and we prioritize other people. But with a business like this, you will gain your time back. You will gain that time to spend with your loved ones. And ultimately, you'll gain that time back to spend with yourself and do the things that you enjoy. If you want to travel, if you want to stay home, if you want to just relax, go to the beach every day, if you want to completely relocate, all that is possible in this business. And if that's something that you're into, let us all know, and we'll let you how that's possible. Back to you, Coach.
100%, definitely. I love that. And I was looking here and I wanted to touch a little bit on the inspire those around you. And that's exactly what you did. Um, Amit, I remember when I was the most successful one in my business partners. And I coach a lot of people, right? So this is before you came into my chat and I start coaching and mentoring you. So like a couple years ago, even more than a couple years ago, I was like a lot of my business partners were succeeding, but they weren't making as much as I was making. Like I was booming really, really lots. And I put my time in everything. And I was shy. I was like, I felt if I keep putting all my successes and saying I got a buyer, they're gonna feel bad. They're gonna look at me, oh, of course it's Georgia, she's so successful. And I thought I'd make them feel bad. So I stopped saying it so much. I would only once in a while, oh, I got a buyer. Then I realized, what am I doing? You know what? I'm gonna start inspiring my business partners. I'm gonna start throwing in there. Look, I got 10 leads today. I got 17 leads today. Woo, I got 3 buyers in one day. Woo, 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 woo. I got 6 buyers this week. Whoa, I got $17,000 payday. Actually, share this on your page. Share everything. And all of a sudden, Amit, my business partners started to get buyers. They started to be more successful than me. Angela Siegfried made like $20,000 in a week from free advertising. And I was like, whoa, this is powerful. Inspiring people and getting them wild up and showing them what you're doing. And then I kept showing them, look, I did this ad. Look, I did this ad. Look, this ad is working. And it's very important to inspire those around you if you want to be a good entrepreneur. You have to have that motivation. You have to have that speech. And you don't have to be loud. believe me, there's a lot of my business partners that are super quiet and calm. Okay. Like I know Franco, one of our Filipino business partners, he's really quiet, really soft spoken, right? But he's super inspirational. Okay. And a lot of our business partners are like that. It's your personality. But what do you bring to the table, right? You have to, as an entrepreneur, you have to provide a service. You have to provide something. Okay. You have to be able to give something to someone that they don't have, that they need. You have to find a need. Okay. And then you have to fulfill it. Okay. And you have to also inspire those around you. And if you don't have a reason why you're doing it, most likely it won't succeed as much. There needs to be a good reason behind your business, behind your motivation, behind what you're doing. So, like, obviously you see what I'm doing right now. There's something good behind what I'm doing. I want to help people earn online. I want people to make money. And I also want to build up my foundation. There's so many things that I want to do. Okay, help others around me. Put my kids into all the things that they want to go into. God and the universe will have a special way of making everything come together in time and perfectly. So yeah, that's what I want to say. And I hope we inspired you. I hope we've given you all the tips. Stay hungry, stay thirsty, succeed above and beyond. Don't stop. Ask a million questions if you need to as an entrepreneur. Keep learning as an entrepreneur. Don't take no for an answer. Keep going. Don't be a pushy salesperson. It's kind of tacky. We do attraction marketing, but whatever you do, make sure, like Grant Cardone says, close the sale. Our business model pretty much closes the sale for you, but me as coaches, I close the sales for you too. So I learned how to do that. Just remember that you have something inside you that nobody can touch and nobody else has. There's something special and unique about each and every one of us. And if you feel like you're not special and you're not unique, it's only because the world conditioned you to be that way. It's only the world making you feel that way. You are very special. And whatever you're doing right now, whatever your ambition is, or whatever your goal is, and whatever is, making you ambitious, keep going. Don't stop. Don't stop where you're at right now. You're going to succeed. Okay. The biggest billionaires, I should say, they went bankrupt like 5 times, 7 times. I was watching a few people. There's somebody from the Shark Tank. She's like, after going bankrupt 4 or 5 times, I just was about to go bankrupt the 5th time. And I called up my mother and I said, I'm closing my business tomorrow and I don't know what I'm going to do. And, everything's gone down and I have to tell all the workers and I'm really worried and nervous. She said, why would you do that? Why would you close your business? She's like, I don't have any money to pay any of the workers and I have money to keep going. And her mother said, don't do that. And she's like, you're right. And she's like, what are you worried about? Money will come. And all of a sudden, the next week, she came up with $1 million idea and she made $1 million and she kept her business. So keep going and be positive. Don't let that fear manifest into reality. Be positive. Every time you're positive, the more positivity you are, the more you're going to attract the positive. Okay, if you think one little stupid thought of fear, it's not going to, all of a sudden it came. So don't be scared of your fearful thoughts. Just push them away and be like, you know what, that's not going to happen because everything's okay and I know that this business works. Or everything's okay and I know I'm going to make money. Everything's okay and the world is great. The universe has my back. Money comes to me easily. And people around me are great and I know they have the best interest for me. And I attract the greatest people and I'm grateful for whatever I have. And sometimes decisions that billionaires make, it's fast decisions. They don't give thought. And I'm not telling you to do anything scammy or whatever, go into something that's a scam. Careful, do your due diligence. But something like this, like I watch people miss a crazy opportunity because they're like, they give too much thought and they talk to too many people. And then they're like, don't start this. And I'm like, what are you talking about? You can make 1.4K a sale without having to invest $100,000. You go into a restaurant industry, like any of these different types of franchises, you spend $100,000 to $200,000 just to get into that franchise, and you start making maybe $4,000 or $5,000 a month. not even in those restaurant industries, and you're waiting to get your profit. You're waiting to take out your investment years down the road. Plus you got your overhead, your workers, this, that, and you're like, you're on your nerves is welled up. This business, you can start making really big money right away, and you work from the comfort of your home, comfort of the beach. Don't get me wrong, it's not a pyramid scheme or a get rich scheme or anything like that. You have to work on it. Anybody that's not successful who's watching me right now and is my business partners, you haven't did enough on your business. You don't got the good add up. You have to put the good add up. Message me. Anybody who is successful, I'm gonna give applause because you know that you've been posting, you know that you got that winning add up, you know that you're doing well. Don't sit there and wait on the ad if you're not getting buyers or leads. Turn the ad off, start another one. Look at your ad. Go through the training, optimize it. Post on all your social media accounts for free. If you don't want to do paid ads, so post on all your social media accounts for free. Go on Kijiji, go on global classified ads, go on Marketplace and Facebook. This is not hard. It's not hard. If anybody's like, that's too much. No, it's not. It's too much to leave your family and that 9 to 5. It's too much to wait on a paycheck and have somebody tell you how to live your life, when to go to the bathroom, when to take a trip, and what to do. It's too much. At the end of the day, you're literally living paycheck to paycheck, and you grow old and you can't live your life that you want to live, and you're stuck with a ball and chain to that desk or wherever, and that job is too hard on your back. That's hard. See, the thing is we can learn things easily, right? But the thing is, to change, it's difficult for us humans. Okay, we're scared of change, right? I understand that. I totally understand. The thing is me as an entrepreneur, I'm solely depending on myself. Okay, that could be scary sometimes. I don't have an employee that's giving me a check. I don't. I have to depend on myself every month to make money. Okay, like I have 5 kids, right? I make a lot of money in this business, but I also spent a lot of money living life. So I know that what you're thinking as an entrepreneur. Could I make it? Could I do it? Could I do what George is doing? Could I do what Amit's doing? Could I do what all these business partners are doing? You can. All you have to do is follow these little things we told you. Just keep going. Don't stop. There's no reason for you to give up. Okay? The only thing that will keep you from your success is not believing in yourself. Believe in yourself first, and then believe in this product or believe in this business. That's another thing. People sometimes think, who's going to buy that product? It's so expensive. How do you think we're making so much money? Who's going to buy a Ferrari? Who's going to buy a Lamborghini? Who's going to buy that $7 million house? There's buyers for everything. Believe me. Okay? Don't think that way. We're advertising to high quality clients that are able to purchase these products. Remember that. If you want to sell something, you want to sell some high price. And we do have our lower price products too, but this is where we make the big money, right? A lot of money to be made in this business. So, yeah, did you want to add anything else on it before we get going? No? Well, I wanted to invite everybody to our free live workshop that we have every Tuesday and Thursday at 5 p.m. PST, and that's 3 a.m. Barcelona time, or it's 8 p.m. EST, Toronto time, New York time. If anybody has any questions, please message us, reach out to us. We'll literally give you the whole details and the workshop explaining everything. There's links here in our post. Click that link, add your name and your email, okay, to our websites. And right away, you'll be taken to the replay workshop. And then we'll send you the link to join us live on Tuesday and Thursdays. Once you watch one workshop, you don't have to keep watching them. And there's people like, what do I do now? At the end, it'll say, you want to sign up, sign up. If you want to take the next step. Give me 1 second. What happened?
Yeah, as Georgia was saying, if you're actually was saying it's gonna be 3 a.m. Barcelona time, but if you sign up with us, with your name and your email address, and you're not able to make that live workshop, it's all good because we'll send you a replay of every single time we go live. So Tuesdays, Thursdays, we have our free workshops. They're at 5 p.m. PST, 8 p.m. EST, Eastern Standard Time. So if you're not able to make the live workshop, it's not a problem. you'll get an email to you automatically right away. And after that, if you want to take the next step, let us know. If you also want to be at that time added to our Learn to Earn Academy, just reach out to any of us and we'll throw you in there. And if you're in our Learn to Earn Academy and you're ready to take the next step, just click the link above and we'll add you right away to we'll graduate you from the academy and we'll add you to our bigger business group. Back
Sorry
to you,
about that. It was my big son tipping over on a chair because he's, 14, 15-year-old going like this on the chair. He tipped over. There's a glass door. See, let me show you guys what I've been looking at since I've been doing this business today. You see that glass door? They're watching a movie there in my kitchen. And that's what they've been doing. They've been fighting loud, playing, tipping over chairs, eating popcorn. So excuse all the noise. You want to come say hi, Mikey? He's all embarrassed because he fell over the chair. But this is the life that you can have. You can be with your kids 24/7, be able to earn online and succeed above and beyond and still be with your family 24/7, even if they drive you crazy. So thank you all for joining. And yeah, if you see this on any of our business partners pages, I don't know if you mentioned that, Amit. No, we didn't. If you see this on any of our business partners pages, they'll be able to help you. We coach and mentor them, so they'll be able to help you get started. So God bless everybody, and thank you for watching. Thanks, Amit, for all those tips. God bless. See you on the other side. Bye.